It is the Mike Show. It's the Tuesday edition of the program. That means we've got Megan Huffman from Share Greater Lynchburg and the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thanks.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Did I
Happy Hanukkah.
Did I get every major milestone in your life so
I
far?
really enjoy the summer solstice.
Okay. I'm sure you do.
And the strawberry moon was fabulous.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Happy those things too. Happy hiking day.
Thanks.
All the things.
All the things.
Yeah. So Megan is with us, and each and every Tuesday she brings us a guest. Today is no exception. Who'd you bring?
Oh my goodness, you're in for a treat.
I know.
We have Massie with the Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest. They have so many things happening out there. You would not, and it's not even out there. It's right here.
Yeah, it is.
It's right here. It's just not where we are in right this moment, but it's very close. It's very close to us, and I'm very excited about all the things. And there's so many ways to volunteer right now. So I'll turn it over to Mary.
We've got so much to talk about, and Bill brought up a really important question. Is Thomas Jefferson real? and how important is Thomas Jefferson? Anyway, so we don't want to blow the ending of 1776 either.
Right.
No spoilers. But you've got a lot of stuff going on. Talk about Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest just in generalities, and talk about what you do, and then we'll go into all the events and things you have.
Sure. So thank you so much for having me this morning. I'm excited to be here. Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest is Jefferson's retreat home and plantation located in Bedford County, Virginia. Although our address now is Lynchburg, which is a little confusing for people. When Jefferson inherited the property in 1773, it was almost 5,000 acres of land. And as time has gone on and counties have divided, we now technically have land in Campbell County, Bedford County, and the city of Lynchburg. So it's technically his Bedford County plantation because that's where the house actually sits. But our entrance is in Lynchburg, so that can be a little confusing to folks.
That's interesting.
But we're open for tours 7 days a week. You can come tour Jefferson's retreat home. It's one of only 2 homes he designed and had built for himself.
Nice.
So you can tour the main level of the house where Jefferson actually lived. We've got a ton of self-guided exhibits on the property. We're in the middle of a huge restoration project on our 1857 slave dwelling, which is the only intact slave quarter on the property, which we're really excited about. So there's a ton to see and do just on a normal everyday basis at Poplar Forest. You can come tour the house, see an active archaeology dig, talk to the archaeologist. So there's a ton going on.
So great.
And a lot of people ask, why did he build it where he built it? And it's a simple answer. The Hamptons is too long a horseback ride.
That's exactly right.
He put it in Bedford County.
That's exactly right.
Thank you, Bill.
Well, it's true.
It's very peaceful.
Now, Bill should know he was in 1776.
I was John Hancock.
Grubbing food off of people.
I was years ago in the 90s. I played John Adams in a different production of
That's
it.
right.
Yeah, but anyway, their production's fabulous.
Yeah.
So, well, let's talk about the upcoming events, and I'm gonna click on 1776 the musical. There it is, boom. And we had the folks, a number of the folks come in on one of our Theatre Thursday shows. But from your perspective, Mary, tell us about 1776 the musical.
So 1776 the musical is a show about the writing and signing of the Declaration of Independence, and what better place to do it than at one of Thomas Jefferson's houses.
Yeah.
It's a really special event. I personally really love it, not because or just because I'm a theater nerd as well as being a big history nut. But it's just really cool to see all of these people from the community kind of come together to bring this really important historical story to light. And it's funny, it's serious.
The music's great.
Yeah, it's a really cool experience.
And it's about half men and half women usually. So you have a bunch of women playing men's parts.
We do.
But it's beautifully done.
Yeah, and we've always done that. I know there was a big Broadway production a couple years ago, and that was their big shtick, was that women were playing all of the roles. But we've been doing that since almost the first year, I think, just the nature of community theater and the fact that the show is ginormous. There are just so many people in the show. But
I
it's
just
really
love,
great.
I love the setting, like going there and watching, and you're thinking, gosh, I can't believe I'm here. I live here. You know, just the beautiful setting, the mountains, it's very peaceful. And to be able to bring a picnic and move about and not, take your lawn chair, it just feels very, very relaxed and an enjoyable summer event.
Yeah, because we encourage people to bring in outside food. You can come early and picnic. I mean, we have people start to arrive at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. The show's at 7:30. People are welcome to do that. Bring a lawn chair, bring a picnic. We'll have alcoholic beverages and snacks for sale at concessions through intermission. So there's just a ton of opportunity to hang out and just have a really unique experience.
And I saw your adult ticket price is $17.76.
Yes.
That's so cute.
The problem with that, though, is that we can never, ever raise it.
Well, when is the next opportunity to see 1776 the musical?
So 1776 opens this Thursday, and we'll play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. And then if it rains, which hopefully it won't, we do have a rain date of Sunday scheduled on the books.
Okay. So plenty of opportunities, and folks can visit your website to purchase tickets.
Yep.
Can they purchase at Poplar Forest?
Yes, you can, and you can purchase them at the door the evening of the show as well.
Okay. All right. And I would assume, although maybe not correctly, I would assume that there's plenty of room.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And you won't run out of tickets.
No, that is true.
All right.
It can be a game day decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good assumption.
Play day decision.
Yeah. So that's 1776 the musical. Now, what else is up next at Poplar Forest?
Yeah, so 1776 is really the start or the kickoff to our Independence Day celebration. So we always do that performance the weekend before the 4th of July, and then on July 4th itself, we do a big kind of colonial fair. It's a daytime event. It's from 10 to 4, but we have a ton of different historical interpreters, tradesmen. I think we'll have a petting zoo this year. So lots of things, family-friendly activities. We want lots of kids to come. And then we will do a reading of the Declaration of Independence at 1:30. So you actually get to hear the document itself on the 4th of July.
And is that read by someone who does an impression of Thomas Jefferson and is dressed in character? That's a really neat thing.
And who's going to play that character?
This year for the 4th of July, it's an actor named Bo Robbins, and he did it for us last year too, and he is phenomenal.
Is
He's
he a
very,
local
very good.
guy, or is he from
No, he's from, I think, the Charlottesville area. I may be wrong on that, but yeah.
We went last year as a family and really enjoyed. There was brick making and these sticks that you throw the hoops.
Yeah, Game
you
of
catch-
Graces is
where
what
you
that's
catch
called.
the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun. And then all the it's just the archaeology is so neat to be able to come up close to.
Yeah, and we'll have all of that going on this year too. Colonial games, the brick making, archaeology, tours of the house will be available as well, so people can still see the house if they want to. There's a discounted rate for all of that as well. So we really want July 4th to be very, very family friendly. People to come in and it not be cost prohibitive. So I think it's $12 for people 16 and over, and anyone 15 and under is free. So it's a good, relatively cheap way to
really
spend
is.
the day on the 4th.
And it's such a beautiful setting, as we've all mentioned, and so close, right here. So much history right in our own, literally, backyard. It's so cool. You can learn more if you visit sharegreaterlynchburg.org. Just type in either 1776 Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest Independence Day celebration. You'll find it wherever you type that in, or you can go to your website directly, which is
www.poplarforest.org.
All right. So for the Independence Day celebrations and 1776, do you need volunteers?
Yes.
Okay.
Short answer, yes, always.
So you can learn about that on the Share platform as well, and you can even volunteer through the Share platform.
Yes, and they have the Face the Forest race coming up where they need set up volunteers and the running. If you're in the running community or you're not, you can be part of that event as well. So they just have a big need for volunteers, which we'll be featuring in our Thursday newsletter this week, which reaches 1,000 people across the community, and we'll put that on our website and on our blog. So we're just trying to make sure share and help magnify the needs of all of our nonprofits, and particularly them right now with the extra hands that they need to pull off these events.
Absolutely. Well, Mary, tell us about the Face the Forest 5K.
Yeah, so this is a big obstacle course run that goes through the woods, the hills, really most or a lot of the property of Poplar Forest that you don't really get to see or experience on a normal tour. So we started this event, I think, a little over 10 years ago. And last year was the first year we did it without a partner, so we did it all by ourselves, which was a unique challenge. But it's a cool way for people to experience the property in a completely different way. So there's, I think, about 13 different obstacles. It's a 5K in length. And so people get to come out and do sort of like a miniature, not as hard Spartan race at Poplar Forest.
Very cool.
Yeah.
This is really neat. You can learn more, again, if you visit sharegreaterlynchburg.org or go directly to Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest
What's
website.
the date for that?
Yep.
That's August 16th, I believe.
Okay, great.
Again, plenty of volunteer opportunities, so get on Share and sign up. Megan, let's talk about Share.
Yeah. We had just had a great lunch and learn last week at Jones Memorial Library, and Pierce Street Gateway presented as well. We had 23 of our nonprofit partners come. It was a great turnout, and it was really great to see the archives of Jones Memorial Library and hear a little about the amazing work that they do. It's incredible. And the one thing I picked up was that if you want to research genealogy with Ancestry.com, you can just go there and utilize all the software within the facility without having to pay for anything.
Wow.
So if you're looking for resources or research about your own genealogy or anything, just go, they'll help you. And it's just really neat. They have so much great information there. But we also just, the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation just announced 86 grant recipients for our spring grant cycle.
Wow.
And that's $575,000 being distributed to a variety of nonprofits. So if you follow our GLCF social, you'll see many of those nonprofits sharing how they're using those funds right now and planning to use those funds. It's just like Christmas in June for us to be able to do that. And then we had a press conference last week where Roads to Recovery received their $100,000 Century Fund check, new facility on 5th Street where they're going to be using as a detox facility. And it's just so needed in our community. We don't have anything like it in the Greater Lynchburg region. And they're just very grateful. And it's going to help them finish the furnishings and their restructuring the space, and it should be open hopefully by the end of the year.
That is tremendous.
Make sure you leave Mike the address for that, Mike, that whole detox thing.
I will.
Be good for you.
Thanks.
It's great. It's really amazing. It's such a committed, Roads to Recovery has such a committed staff of individuals and volunteers that really transforms lives.
And I tease Mike, but that's not a laughing matter.
No,
it's really
not
not.
at all.
Shame on me for doing that. But
Shame on you, Bill.
Roads to Recovery is a terrific organization, and none of that is to be joked about, honestly. And I'm sorry I did that.
You're fine, Bill.
Thank you.
We'll give you a pass on this one.
All right.
You can learn more, again, by visiting Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation's website. It's lynchburgfoundation.org. Go to their social media as well. See all the great posts about all the great work that they're doing, and learn again how you can volunteer or get involved at the board level. For many of these organizations, 176 nonprofit organizations represented on Share and growing.
And we should expect a few more next week, and we have close to 100 ways to volunteer.
Wow.
And we're just working this summer with our wonderful interns to grow that number of volunteer opportunities. So we're hoping to get well above 100 volunteer opportunities for you to pick from.
That's tremendous. All at sharegreaterlynchburg.org each and every Tuesday.
That's right.
We learn a little bit more about what's going on in the nonprofit world. If you are part of a nonprofit and you're not utilizing the Share platform, you should be. It's free. You can just get in contact with Share. They'll help you set up a page. It is a one-stop shop for folks that are looking for volunteer opportunities, looking for a nonprofit that kind of fits, your life, I guess, and your beliefs. And you can find it right there on Share Greater Lynchburg. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. It is the Mike Show. It's the Tuesday edition. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Lord. Coming up a little bit later on, we've got your audio vault. Stay tuned.